And speaking of Ms. Kamala Harris, she is now on the second leg of her Southeast Asia tour. She will be the first sitting U.S. vice president to visit Vietnam. Tung Ngo has more.
Nearly half a century after the Vietnam War ended in 1975, these displays at a museum in Hanoi are reminders of the tragedy that cost the lives of 58,000 Americans and millions of Vietnamese. For decades, the war brings to mind the humiliating departure of the U.S. troops from Vietnam. Kamala Harris' visit in Vietnam aims to highlight the close economic and diplomatic ties between the two former foes, perhaps as evidence that the U.S. can recover from the damage inflicted by these withdrawals, similar to the ongoing chaotic U.S. pullout from Afghanistan.
Well, there have been some rumors that during the visit by Ms. Harris, the United States and Vietnam will upgrade the relationship from comprehensive partnership into strategic partnership. If that is true, bilateral relations will be brought to the next level with a stronger focus on strategic cooperation. However, even if this does not happen, I think the visit will still contribute to the strengthening of bilateral relations.
Aside from diplomatic ties, Vietnam and the U.S. are important economic partners. The U.S. remains Vietnam's largest export market. Bilateral trade has grown to $90 billion last year, with the value of shipments doubling over the past 5 years. But shared concerns about China's rise in the region is the biggest driver in bilateral relations. Ms. Harris' visit is set to boost Washington's support to Vietnam in its effort to stand up to China's aggression in the South China Sea.
The shared vision, the shared interest the United States and Vietnam have in the region, namely peace, stability, a rules-based order rooted in international law in which large countries do not bully smaller countries. That would be my summary of our shared interests for how we want to see countries behave in this region.
In recent years, bilateral relations have expanded beyond economic cooperation, to cover different areas, including education, health, maritime security, and especially defense and security.
As Vietnam and the U.S. seek to strengthen its partnership, Hanoi tries to walk a delicate balance between U.S. and China. But maintaining that balance is challenging as the two great powers intensify their strategic competition.
While Vietnam is interested in strengthening its relations with U.S. as well as the other major powers, apart from economic interests, Vietnam also wants to improve its strategic position vis-à-vis China, especially in the South China Sea. However, Vietnam is also careful not going too fast or too far in such relationships. Vietnam still wants to maintain a balance between the U.S. and China, which remains a very important partner for Vietnam.
Vice President Harris' visit is part of a diplomatic charm offensive by the Biden administration in Southeast Asia, a region it argues is crucial to the U.S. future prosperity and security. During the first 6 months of his presidency, there were concerns about Joe Biden's lack of interests in the region, when he did not call a single Southeast Asian leader, and he seemed focused on building ties with Europe. But now, an official visit from the U.S. amid peak COVID-19 outbreaks in Vietnam is telling, as analysts say. It highlights the intensity of rivalry between U.S. and China as they seek to strengthen their influence in Vietnam and the Asia Pacific. Tung Ngo, CNA, Hanoi.